hollowed ocean as far as the eye can see. What do you think would happen if we fell in?
What do you mean, what would happen? You'd drown, wouldn't you?
Come to think of it, I don't believe I've heard of someone ever trying. Perhaps you'd like the glory of being the first?
Nah, I'll pass.
This is essentially a world-sized Renin graveyard. Are you proposing to disturb the dead slumber just to satisfy your curiosity, Law?
No, because I said I passed.
Taking an interest is understandable, but let's not forget where we are. This place deserves our respect.
Looks like we're not going to be hearing the end of this one for a while.
You'd think I was already snorkeling in it or something. So the idea is to seal the Great Spirit inside the Renis Alma using the Sovereign and Maiden's power. But just how do we do that exactly?
I'm guessing it won't be as easy as holding a spirit channeling ceremony at our leisure.
I already had wielded astral energy once 3 centuries ago. As for suppressing her thorns, Shion's had a lifetime's experience. The problem isn't just our enemy's strength, it's that it's sentient too. And you can bet anything you like it's not going to just sit back and let us destroy it.
In other words, we need to find some way to weaken it in advance. The Great Spirit, that is.
Back when Shion's thorns flew out of control, we were able to deal with them directly. If this is their host, they should be even more corporeal here.
If that's the case, it should make them easier to attack at least. And if we can manage to divert enough energy away from the spirit's core, even temporarily,
We might just be able to weaken it enough to steal the Renis Alma, which we can then use to seal it away forever. It won't be easy, but it's our only shot. Time to buckle up. Question for you. Let's say, knock on wood, everything turns out for the best.
What'll the world be like? Is that what you're asking?
Yeah, I mean, at the end of this, do you really think everything will be that different?
A lot will have to change, that's for sure. The world will have to adjust to so much. My only worry is if those changes turn out to be merely skin deep.
what do you mean?
It's well and good putting an end to Renin rule. But if it just turns the tables, it's all for naught.
That's true. Just as bad if the Danans started pressing their own.
Renins, Danans, astral art users, mages. The world is full of labels used to divide and separate people.
If only we could see differences like that for what they are. No different as someone having a musical talent or being good with their hands. Not differences so much as characteristics.
It will take someone in power to set an example. But with time, people will follow. And then, perhaps one day,
There will no longer be any need for the example. It will have become second nature.
That's where we come in. We can set the example. Imagine it. A world where magic and astral arts are used to help people. Where that's the norm rather than the exception.
Yeah, you're right, Rinwell. Why wait for somebody else? We can show them ourselves.
Looks like we've warped into that pit of astral energy.
I wonder what Helganquil civilization was like at its zenith.
I can imagine that'd be something you'd take an interest in.
There's no question it must have been advanced, like none either world has ever seen. We could surely stand to learn a thing or two from such a people.
I get that you're itching to delve into its history, but we've got bigger fish to fry right now.
Put a pin in it, and you can do all the research you want when you retire.
I can think of worse things than a retirement dedicated to research. As for whether Rena is amenable to an aging specimen...
It's a little early to be giving it serious thought just yet.
A man can dream, though. A man can dream.
Oh, we didn't say there's anything wrong with dreaming.
In your case, Dohalim, dreams have a habit of spiraling into something else.
You'll need to stay with us for now, though. You're too helpful to let retire.
Why do I feel this is less of a compliment and more of an ultimatum?
Just a friendly suggestion.
Helganquil!
Guess they don't need their Red Woman disguises anymore.
Wait, can you understand us?
It's no use. We're not going to get through to them.
So they really are being controlled. In that case, we've got no choice.
I knew there was something off here!
They're not pulling punches. We have no choice but to beat them at their own game.
Rending you apart!
Coming through! Ha! Now! Scarlet Inferno!
Heal my weary companion!
Kill Dragon Swarm! Here! Here I go!
Do it! Astral energy!
Say no more! Shut!
Well done!
Here I come!
Here I go!
Crush! Go to Phoenix Fang!
I'll run you with a now!
Coming through! Ha! Now! Scarlet and...
Alphen,
I can't forgive them for what they've done, but I hate killing them. They don't even know why they're fighting. How does that even make them any different from the Danon slaves?
Perhaps. However, if we don't make a choice, the guilt of not doing anything will be that much worse.
Yeah, I know. I hate for it to be like this. But if it happens again, you won't find me hesitating to act.
I wonder if we're going to get attacked again.
If we lose heart now, this whole mission is over. We have to stay the course.
I thought there'd be more dirt and rocks and stuff underneath the hollowed ocean, but it's all artificial.
I would imagine they're remnants left behind by the Helganquil, seeing as there's little actual land remaining.
It's incredible. Do you think it stretches all the way down to the center of the planet?
Hey, these guys built Lenegis, remember? He probably did this in a weekend.
If they had the power to create things like this, did they really only use those immense capabilities to serve the Great Spirit? Or rather, was that the only use the Great Spirit let them use their capabilities for? We haven't seen anyone here except Helganquil. Looks like this place really is their home planet.
The true citizens of Renna. What a shame that they have become nothing more than puppets to the Great Spirit. To think of the promise their accomplishments once held. They had the potential to be great indeed.
Do you think we could have got along with them? You know, if we had met under different circumstances. Like
all of us, you mean? I suppose it's difficult to say for sure. We don't even know if they would see us as being on an equal level with them or not.
I think we may have had the chance once, before the Renan Great Spirit came along and changed everything.
You and Alphen both share an optimism. A strong willingness to believe in hope.
Do you think that's foolish?
On the contrary, I should like to take a leaf from your book myself. In tragedy's aftermath, hope is all we have.
Just look at the size of that thing. The Helganquil's technology certainly is impressive. And they don't seem to do things by halves either. In the past 300 years. No, even before that. Just how many people, Renan or Danon, do you think have ever seen this?
regarding the past 3 centuries at least, I'd say there's a good chance that we're the first. Also, While I get that it's impressive and all, I'm just amazed you're still standing around gawping at it at a time like this. Sometimes I wonder about your priorities.
I can understand where he's coming from. More to the point, does anyone know where it leads?
What do you mean where it leads? To the center of the planet, of course.
And that doesn't strike you as sounding just a little bit, oh, I don't know, far? There has to be a quicker way to get there, right?
Yeah. With all this technology at their fingertips, it seems pretty unlikely that they'd make that kind of journey on foot. There must be some kind of device somewhere. Let's see if we can figure out how to use it.
Borrow one of their contraptions? You're either brave or out of your mind.
If it works for them, there's no reason it wouldn't for us. Why make things harder for ourselves?
You know what he's like, Law. Once he gets an idea in his head, there's no talking him out of it.
A six-armed giant. Is this the Zoogle from the request?
It's not only alive, but completely uninjured.
We'll just have to see for ourselves if it's really as ferocious as they say.
Couldn't make it in time. Another incantation.
Astral energy!
Say no more!
Oh, violent Caught now! Regenerate!
Double demon fang!
Lightning! It's about to strike!
Stop, everyone! Try harder! Regeneration!
Art seal!
To the fray. Resonate. Do without the pain.
Healing illumination! Come forth! Holy
Try harder!
In healing circle!
Thanks.
Get on in there!
Sorry to trouble you.
You do the same for me.
There! Blah, blah, blah! Holy land! Handle!
I'm not done! You picked the wrong fight! Here I come!
There you go! Don't let up!
Demon fang! Incineration wave!
I'm almost impressed.
How great one from you.
I said almost perfect. Stop! Annihilation!
Dragon Force!
Watch yourself.
In here!
Incredible power.
Maybe this one.
Something.
You need to be healed.
How the mighty have fallen.
What would I do without you?
Rising Falcon!
Annihilation!
Totally! In an instant! Impact block! Well, we beat it in the end.
Let us harvest what we can use and take it with us.
Built for the sake of it and then cast aside. How sad.
I wonder how the Renans avoided being mind-controlled like the Helganquil. Do you think it might have something to do with the fact that they were originally Danans?
I'd say it's likely, which is pretty ironic when you think about it.
Ironic?
The Renans have committed grave injustices against the Danans. But it was all of their own volition, not because they were being controlled. Now, it turns out they themselves were once Danans too.
Which must mean that the root of their evil isn't the Great Spirit, but something inherent in all of us. Our free will.
Now hang on, though. It was that same free will that allowed Xion and Dohalim to choose to fight alongside us. Without it, we wouldn't have been able to beat hatred and forge all those connections we've made. Free will is what saved us, right?
Law's entirely right. In any case, it certainly can't hurt to look on the bright side every now and then.
Yeah. Where there's hope, there's a way.
What'd he say?
He said, without a doubt.
That was quite the little adventure we went on.
Looks like we get to sleep with a roof over our heads.
Yes.
I hear a voice. Somebody's at...
Again?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey!
Got it.
Very well.
Is the Ascent training ground?
Hey, isn't that a Hellcat plane?
Is it some sort of prototype?
Whatever it is, it's a real tough country.
Not
today!
Away, Dancy!
Dragon Form! My turn!
Let's get you all cut to
No
ribbons.
escape!
Steering flame!
Double demon fang! Make it try harder! Not a
I'll
chance!
heal you all! Banana!
Double demon fang!
Hold on to your arm! Here I come! Radiant blood! By the
Demon blow!
Without a
Crush! Dragon Form! Double demon fang!
My
astral art?
That's my cue!
Shut him down! Not escape!
Holy Land! Obtain the steam! You get together! Divine Savior! Steering flame! Reload!
No escape! Don't blame inside me! Yours to be let shine! Radiant love! World of generation! Dragon Form! Let us take to the fray! Let us take to the fray! Eagle Ray!
One at a time!
And more of this will burn out! I'm ready! Move up! Say no more! Here I come! Strike!
Elusive deity! Double bang!
You picked the wrong fight!
Elusive deity! Devastating wildfire! Blinding thrust! I'll blind you with a shot!
You're mine!
Last video
Not done! Dragon form!
Don't give... Here goes! By the power of water! Radiant pierce! Here, let me help.
Take this!
Not in your dreams! Steel force!
I'm not done!
Now we're not like this! The waters of creation! Immortal drop of the power of water!
Here I come!
Raging
No! Can't get... Here!
I'm ready!
This ends now!
Consider yourself finished!
How about it?
Yeah. Huh?
Hey!
Watch it!
Oh, wow!
Seriously? Seriously?
I wonder if something happened.
Remember to tell me if you need healing.
I expect you'll be in high demand if that's the case.
That was quite the little adventure we went on.
What should I fix today?
Wasabi.
That was nothing.
Kisara, let's talk for a bit. So, Kisara, once this fight is all over, I'm guessing you plan on heading back to Vicent?
Yeah. I've seen and learned so much traveling Dana with you all. I want to see those lessons applied back home. Hopefully I can use that knowledge to help reform Menancia even further, so it can be a model to other realms. What about you, Alphen? What's your plan?
That's a good question. I think I would be happy just to be able to put my fighting days behind me and live a calmer, more peaceful life. Granted, all I've ever known is how to swing a sword. I'm not sure that switch will be so easy. Still, as long as I have somewhere to come home to, somewhere with a roof and 4 walls without any holes in them, that'll be good enough for me. It would be a home with enough food to make sure I don't go hungry, and a warm bed at night so I don't freeze. It wouldn't have to be anything fancy.
You've always been modest like that. But you're forgetting something else that makes a home. Family. What if you and Shion...
I hate to make this conversation all about me. Is there anything you want for yourself once things are over?
For myself? I've never really thought about it. Well, there is one thing I can think of. I don't know if I should say it, though.
Yeah?
I want a fishing pond.
Really?
Yeah, I've been thinking about it for a while now. I love fishing, but it's always been such a process to actually do. You always have to make all these preparations before you go out and fish. It'd be nice to have a place I could visit without that hassle. Dig a pond, fill it with water, and get some fish for it. If I could do that, I wouldn't have to worry about Zoogles, and everyone could use it.
You really do love fishing if you're even thinking of ways to help other people enjoy it.
I do. Just don't tell him I said any of this, okay?
Him? You mean Dohalim? True. If he caught wind of it, it might turn into a way bigger project than it really needs to be.
Not only that, he's still determined to make Vicent's residents happy. But personally, I feel his power would be better put to use elsewhere. So if I ever get around to making my fishing pond, I'd rather do it on my own.
Well, if you ever need help, don't hesitate to ask. I don't know my lures from my rods, but I can definitely help with any manual labor you need.
That's sweet of you to offer. I think I'll take you up on that. And then, with the fish I catch there, I could treat everyone to special home-cooked dinners. I'm getting excited already just thinking about it. I suppose I never realized until this conversation that I had any dreams like that for myself. Thank you, Alphen. Don't worry. Once I finish folding these clothes, I'll go to sleep. Let's stay safe today.
Hey, if we find anyone who needs help here...
Yes! Yes! Very nice!
Seriously, what do they take us for?
Research subjects, just like everything else.
Finally made it. That thing looks pretty menacing.
Ah, nothing we can't handle.
Little help!
Aim for the weak spot.
The waters of creation! Explosive dance, immortal goblin! Right away!
What's all mine?
Evil!
You're mine! Ignite! Everlasting stuff! Wide open! It won't escape me!
Hitting the waters of creation with my
Time to let it ring!
immortal droplet!
Take this! Try I'm not scared! I'm not done! Here!
Holy glare!
Coming through! Ha! Now! Scarlet Inferno!
Lunar corruption! Rain down! Finish without a fight!
Stop! You're mine! Here! Now! While it's reeling!
Take it down!
Okay, here I go.
Be careful not to overdo it.
I'm sorry. There. Megasonic thrust! Be still!
I'll stop it! Thanks, Kisara!
There! Hit on! Dragon Swarm! Here I come! Run! Not today! You're mine! Try this! Explosive ring! Try harder! You'll pay for that!
Got it! Do it! Now get toasty!
Bird strike!
I'll bring you back from death's abyss!
I'm not done! Megasonic thrust!
A wailing
Lightning thrust!
annihilation!
Take this!
By the power of Flame! Steel! Get on
Take this!
The enemy is going all out! Finish without a trace! Let's go! Let me show you what my heart can do!
Take this! I owe you one! You're mine!
Can't be happening!
Try harder! No, I can't! It's on! Now I can let loose!
Lunar corruption! By the power of water! Tempest Flow!
Take this! Ignite! Thrust! Dragon Swarm! Megasonic thrust! Dazzle! Thrust! Try hard! No, I can't! I'm not done! Stay away from my friends!
Rising shine!
Megasonic thrust! Take this!
It's weakened!
This ends now! Dragon Swarm!
I'm almost impressed!
Coming through! Ha! Now! Scarlet Inferno!
I'll bring you back from death's abyss!
I'm ready! In an instant! Impact Block!
I'll bring you back from death's abyss!
You're mine! Try harder! Here I come! Feel the hurt!
Thanks for the healing! Watch your back, okay? Yeah, you too!
Here I come! Dragon Swarm!
Such unadulterated fury.
Not today!
Astral energy!
Say no more! Got it!
Well done! Illuminate the dark! Come forth, holy cliff, holy land! Chain between heaven and earth! A wailing band the awakening!
Instant! Impact block!
Remember to tell me if you need healing.
I expect you'll be in high demand if that's the case.
You finally made it.
Looks like we get to sleep with a roof over our heads.
That's insane.
Yes!
Really now.
Let's see what's going on around here.
Yeah, there might...
Really now. Huh.
Is that so?
Well... Is this really a good idea, though?
Are you not the one who wished to reach an accord with them?
Yes, but still...
This will be our last favor regardless. Let us dispatch this ultimate Zoogle of theirs.
We've reached our destination. We've reached our destination.
That's not your run-of-the-mill enemy.
So this is it! The Zoogle to end all Zoogles!
Its name would certainly suggest as much.
Let's give those researchers the shock of their lives!
Stay away from my friends!
Beyond, imbued
Here I come! Strike!
imbued its vanquished soul.
It's too much!
I'm going to need to use all the power of my healing art to accomplish this. I'll bring you back from dead
focus! I'll bring you back from death's abyss! I hope this medicine works as it's been Here's evil! Waters of Street Lancer! Demon Blast! Dance! Immortal Thunderblast! Watch it! Here I come! Take it! No escape! Now, while it's reeling! Take it down!
And there goes the tail!
Right, let's do this!
Soaring
Blade! Seismic Rupture! Double Demon Blade!
It looks like you got
Illumination Blade! Ignite! Take it! No escape!
sealed. This'll come in handy.
Rage.
Quite open!
It won't escape me.
Didn't think you had it in you.
Time to congratulate me later.
Nothing much I can say to that.
Why'd you heal me?
To stop you dying?
Heal my weary companion! Cure! Take it! Shine! Radiant light! Boost of regeneration!
Thank you for the healing, Jolene.
Our comrades need our ability to survive.
Right. No one is dying on our watch.
Heal my weary companion! Cure! Here!
Radiant blast! Bananas, let's go! Radiant blast!
Double demon blade! It's on! Inspiration wave! Ignite!
Do it! Astral energy!
Say no more! Always good to be back in familiar territory.
Looks like we get to sleep with a roof over our heads.
Yes! Huh?
Really?
Really now.
I'm going to put their genius to use in restoring Dana.
You're weighing recruitment options here, of all places? I admit I'm impressed.
After the help we've given them, it's the least they can do for us. This shall suffice. Please, everyone.
We've reached our destination.
These ones can run fast around us. Radiant,
Megasonic thrust!
crossblade!
Well then, I should probably think about tonight's menu. Is this a dead end?
It appears this whole room functions as an elevator. That apparatus there is likely what's used to control it.
What the? Where did they come from?
Less worry, more action. Concentrate.
Dragon Force! Double demon!
Your wings won't save you from me.
In an instant! Impact block! More Sukals?
Keep calm and take them down.
Now I can let loose! Rising Falcon! I'm not done! Soaring blast! Rising Falcon! There! Here! We did it!
Impressive as always. No, I mean you're even better than ever. I've never seen Xion actually this flustered.
Incineration wave!
In here!
Soda! I'm ready! Kisara! Commander of Heaven!
Phoenix Cyclo!
Take this!
Air throw! Do it!
Not a chance! Incineration wave! Take this! Voice blast! Soda! Rising Falcon!
I don't know what I'd do without you.
Now!
My turn!
Perhaps now isn't the time?
Guys really right.
This ends now!
Consider yourself finished!
There you go, Alvin!
It's time to end this battle!
I'm right beside you! Haha! Am I on a roll or what?
Well, look who's in a bright and shiny mood.
Even in such a harsh environment as this, there are still creatures here?
You think they're native to Rena? Or could they be Zoogles somehow?
Whatever. They are. They're dangerous. Watch yourselves around them. You think that pit stretches all the way to Rena's core?
An opponent like this should be easy.
This is in the sky, it's mine!
Open and gate! Vacuum blade!
Burning strike!
Eat this! Driving me mad!
Airborne scoundrel!
Sounds like a job for you, truly!
I'm not done! Here I come!
Do it!
Light burst force!
Radiant Genesis! You don't mess around! Pierce evil!
Certainly not.
Rising negative pitch! Rending you apart! Be still! It's over! Bloody howling! Together, that wasn't even a problem.
I won't forgive you!
Take this! To be let free!
Air thrust! Between heaven and earth!
I'll blind you with that! Your reflex, all yours, Kisara! You dare strike me from behind?
My astral energy!
I'm not
The
done!
waters of creation!
Down in a flash!
Do it!
In an instant! Impact block! We work well together.
Like a finely timed ball.
Now!
Mega Trigger!
Astral energy!
Say no more! That astral energy was incredible!
I gave it everything I had.
Let's see what you got.
Good line! I'm not done! Vacuum blade! Everlasting shock! Dragon Sword!
You hey! What's that despair? Here!
is within reach.
Dig deep, and we can do this!
Dragon Form! Onyx Spear! Dazzle! Amazing Ray! Hold nothing back!
The waters are
Dragon Thrust! Dragon Form!
Tidal wave!
Soaring Light Spear! Rising Dragon! Onyx Spear! Soaring Dragon Form! Winter Form! Look sharp! Lightning Tiger Blade!
Quite necessary when creating weaponry.
This'll make us even more formidable.
Great, now I'm hurt and dirty.
Right, here goes! Try harder! My turn!
Winds are
With the Dark Blade inside! Yours to be let free!
Within the soil.
I think I'll pass up the handshake!
I'm not done!
Raging cascade! Let me show you what
This
my
Blade!
Chain between heaven and earth! A wailing unity of lightning! Everyone, get back! It's too dangerous! Illuminate the story!
Try harder!
First aid between
No
heaven and
escape!
earth! A wailing unity of lightning! By the dragon water!
Megasonic Thrust!
This ends now!
Consider yourself finished!
We may be a touch beyond our depth.
We barely got a look at the thing.
These structures don't look like anything built by the Renans, or even what we saw in the Forbidden Zone.
Perhaps this is the true architectural style of the Helganquin. Or perhaps the opposite, given their situation.
You mean like how some places favor building stuff with stone, while others rely on wood?
That's an interesting way of looking at it. I'll have to inquire with Hevrect 35 about it sometime.
Go no further! Glacial Spear! Pierce evil!
Megasonic Thrust! Dragon Form!
These things really get on my nerves! This ends now!
Consider yourself finished!
There you go, Elfin!
It's time to end this battle!
I'm right beside you!
Take this! No escape!
Victory is within reach.
Dig deep, and we can do this!
Press and serve a little while.
Power of flame!
Dazzle!
Vanish without a trace!
Take this!
I'm practically unstoppable.
This will be a delicious piece of
You're mine!
Hear my call!
Eat this! Megasonic Thrust! Dance!
Now!
Reverse!
Astral energy!
Say no more!
Over so soon?
Those thorns.
I'm not letting them get in our way!
This might be some decent equipment.
Anything that makes battles easier is okay by me.
Get
Just as well, I'm here to stop.
Now!
Totally! In an instant! Impact block! This should make for some good weapon crafting material.
In a vine, take this!
Here I come! I'm not done! Damn it! Double demon blade! Incineration wave! Take it! I'm ready! Still!
This ends now!
Consider yourself finished!
There you go, Alvin!
I'm ready to end this battle!
I'm right beside you!
Down on the ground! Hey, I'm pretty lucky.
This will be a delicious
No
piece of
further.
cake! Vanish without a trace! Free
Double
Phantom!
demon
Ready to
block.
go! In the wind!
A spot of peace, anyone?
Explosion! I'll be saving
Here I come! Eat this! Now I can let loose!
You must be tired of learning. I'm merely doing what I can. I've grown up.
Here I come! Prepare to be defeated! Strike! Rising Falcon! Incineration wave! Kisara! Commander of Heaven! Phoenix Cyclone!
Remember to tell me if you need healing.
I expect you'll be in high demand if that's the case.
All yours, Kisara! Come one, come all! Behold! The Earth pulse! Tectonic vision! Seismic rupture! Vacuum blade! Flame
I think I'm getting stronger.
coming through! My turn! No escape! It's hard to spark blade! Double demon fang!
A chain between heaven and earth.
Incineration wave! You're mine! Try harder! My turn!
Glacial spear.
You're mine!
Lightning orb.
This one keeps charging us!
That's what my shield's for. Get behind me.
Got it! I'll leave it to you!
A chain between heaven and earth.
I'm ready! Kisara! Commander of Heaven! Phoenix Cyclone!
Remember to tell me if you need healing.
I expect you'll be in high demand if that's the case.
Hey, new equipment! Gotta break through! Take this! Come one, come all! Vacuum blade! Megasonic thrust! Tornado drive! Double demon time! Tackle! You're mine! No escape! Rising Falcon! We did it!
As impressive as always.
Here I hope that isn't true.
No, I mean, you're even better than ever. I've never seen Shion actually look flustered.
Everyone hanging in there?
In a bind?
Illuminate the dark! Come forth!
Double demon fang!
I'm ready!
This ends now!
Consider yourself finished! I can feel my power growing!
Go no further!
No chance! No escape!
Power of flame! We got energy! Trace! Careful! That's some kind of camouflage!
Not today! Double demon fang!
Photon flash! It looks like you let this one covered!
Mike with dragon
Charge like that could easily be fatal.
Just as well, I'm here to stop it.
Everyone, get back! It's too dangerous!
Dragon Swarm!
Let me show you what my heart can do!
What in the world?
In an instant! Impact block!
That's no ordinary enemy I see over there.
I have a bad feeling about this.
Vacuum blade!
Here's the evil!
Strike! Dragon Swarm! Elusive deity! Soaring blast!
Behold! The Earth pulse! Tectonic vision!
I'm going ready to go! All the power of my healing!
You've been smelling to me. Yeah, and the pummeling to me! Can't get out of this!
Yours to be let free!
Shall not
No escape!
Here we go!
Lightning thrust!
Negative gate!
On your devastation!
Celestial Hammer! 7 on 1! I'll take it from here! Let's see how you handle this! Deus Roar! Raging Cascade!
You're mine! Be
Annihilate!
still! You're mine!
Fence on the wind!
Take this! Double demon fang! Well done! There!
I'll face you!
Megasonic
I'm
thrust!
ready! Light burst forth!
Radiant Genesis! Am I on a roll or what?
Well, look who's in a bright and shiny mood.
That equipment should come in handy.
In a bind?
I'm not done! Back to the blade!
Creation.
Megasonic
Immortal drop.
Double demon bang! Incineration wave! Not today!
Here's a healing art.
Here I come!
Take this
Crush! You're on! Dragon Sword! Megasonic thrust!
Finish without a thunder field.
Now! Here I come!
Now,
Midwest! Light burst forth!
Radiant Citizen. Whew. Thank goodness we won.
An opponent like this should be easy. No! I'm not done! Dragon Form!
Let's get you off the normal crawlies aren't disgusting enough.
Denied! Struck!
Lightning orb! Finish without a
Demon Bang! Incineration Wave! Coming through! Ha! Now! Scarlet Inferno!
Benediction light.
It looks like you got this one covered.
Megasonic Thrust! Be still!
I'll stop its charge. Thanks, Kitara.
I'm ready!
Lost! Get toasty!
Burn Strike!
Was that a new skill I saw back there?
Indeed. Well, sort of. Actually, it's a family staple harkening back 8 generations.
Maybe you can just write all this down? Get lost!
Gets by me!
Radiant Sword! Where are you going? If it's in the sky, it's mine!
Dragon Swarm! Megasonic Thrust! Down! Great Shield!
This one's got your name on it!
Action to action. A merry destruction.
There's still more to go!
I'm not done! Incineration Wave! Dragon Swarm! Coming through! Ha! Now! Scarlet Inferno!
Shine. Radiant light.
I'll pick you all off!
Is that a healing art? It is. I can't ignore your pain. I'll try to be more careful.
I'm not done! Double demon bang! Try my turn! Struck! Now! Take this!
Do it!
Trigger!
Astral energy!
Say no more!
Our superiority was undeniable.
It feels invigorating to dominate a battle.
I was certain I saw you yawn.
Come now, I'm certainly not that relaxed.
My... Word. This must be the work of Providence.
What now?
It means destiny. Let's dispose of this trash.
Come and face me!
Leave the sword to me.
Stay away from my friend! Incineration! Here I come! Struck! Dragon Form! Coming through! Ha! Now! Scarlet Inferno!
No rest for the wicked. Imbue this I thought you were going to wreck the place.
I'm not nearly finished yet.
Then I'll provide assistance however I can.
As impressive as always.
Here I hope
No, I mean, you're even better than ever.
I've never seen Xion actually look flustered.
I owe you one. Thanks. Rising Falcon! Blasting Blade! I'm ready!
This one's got your name on it!
Action to action.
I wonder if we can make new weapons with this. What do you think this place was for? Ah!
What the hell? Are they asleep?
No. They appear to be well preserved. However, they are all dead.
Dead? So this is a mass grave?
Looks that way. However, none of them appear to be Helgenquil.
Bear in mind that Renans were originally Danans, who were remade and sent to live on Lenegus. Knowing that, they would have needed a place to perform the procedure somewhere.
And that place is here, I assume.
So what you're saying is that all of these are Danan, or rather, Renan bodies?
Most likely, yes. It must have been abandoned for one reason or another.
There are so many of them. They were all taken away, but never given the chance to wake.
What is that thing?
Something we have to fight if we want to get across, it seems.
Be careful! It's huge!
What is with all this lumbering beasts lately?
It's no ordinary suit. That much is damn sure.
Watch yourself. All bets are off when it comes to this thing. Rhapsody of darkness!
Here's evil came between heaven and earth. A wailing fancy of lightning.
Take this!
The water will create There you go! No fire! In here!
It's in your hands now.
You'll pay for that!
Its head is the weak point. You'll need to bring it down somehow to hit it.
In that case, let's start with the one in the middle.
Magic is in! I'll bring you back from that carry. I'm going to need you to overpower my healing
Life is broken! No escape! Double demon fang!
Our arts are being interrupted.
Incineration wave!
That's gonna smart.
I'm ready! Kill!
This ends now!
Consider yourself finished!
Here's a healing
Take
artist
this!
made one! Come
Ruin
for your
it!
game! Purity!
Vacuum blade!
Spear! Here's evil!
Transform! Double demon fang!
Bloody howling! Hold on to your heart! Here I come! By the power of water!
Here I come! Cut! Not a chance!
Struggle!
Double demon fang!
I don't even know the word defeat. Thank you for the healing, Dohalim.
Our comrades need our ability to survive.
Right. No one is dying on our watch.
Breeze Lancer!
I don't know what that is.
Perhaps now isn't the time?
I'm not done! Here!
Will this help?
One final push.
Let's finish this off!
I'll do my best not to disappoint.
I'm out of
Be
luck!
still!
Dance in the wind! Airdrop!
Devastation!
The waters will create
It's gonna attack!
Right, watch out! I'm all stopped up! The waters will create radiant here! Dance! Here I go! Concentrate! Radiant here!
rest for the wicked.
Sleep now.
Shine! Radiant
Be
light!
still!
Regeneration!
Lightning storm! Raging cat! Do it!
Incredible power.
Go for it!
Prepare to crumble!
The hell was that thing?
Probably something that was made here and somehow managed to survive, even after all this time. Not that there's any way of knowing now.
What's wrong?
Oh, I just suddenly found myself contemplating what might have happened to the sovereigns that were meant to emerge from the crown contests.
What do you mean?
You see, the winners of the past crown contests were all strong astral arts practitioners. Furthermore, that enemy we just fought appeared to be composed of several human bodies. It was certainly nothing one would find in nature.
You're saying those were the remains of the winners? That they forgot who they once were?
I'm merely saying it's a possibility.
That's absolutely gruesome. How long had the Helganquil been at this?
It was Rena's great spirit that made them do all of this. Anything to get its astral energy.
We're not gonna jump down, right?
I certainly hope not.
After hearing Dovalim's suggestion, I'm honestly not sure what to say.
I assure you all, I was merely stating the possibility.
So, looks like the Helganquil have been engineering Zeugles too. Why doesn't that surprise me at this point?
The creatures we've been encountering here have been a little different to what we're used to fighting, but I'm pretty sure they're Zeugles too.
Do you think they were engineered using creatures native to the area?
Indeed. However, based on the current circumstances, I would guess these Zeugles are all that's left of the planet's fauna now.
You mean, there might have been native owl species here once upon a time too?
We're back in that other room? Did the teleporter fail or something?
Something feels off about it.
Look! Everything's upside down!
The furnishings are at least. No, you're right. The whole room's flipped on its head.
So what was once down is now up, and vice versa. I suppose the teleporter reversed our orientation then. That was quite the little adventure we went on.
Feathers, beak, eyes. Yep, everything looks good.
This shall suffice. Please, everyone.
Dovalim, care if I hang out for a while? You want some?
Well, I'll be. I'm not accustomed to such offers, but I'll gladly partake. quiet tonight, isn't it?
Yeah, I don't think there are even any Zoogles lurking around for once. Is this one of those times where people would start playing music?
My, have our talks sparked an interest in such arts?
I wouldn't go that far. But from what I've seen, there's a lot more to life than just swinging swords and getting into fights all the time.
You wouldn't have gone without that knowledge for so long, had we Renans not pillaged your planet. Words cannot express how sorry I feel.
300 years of bad blood is too much to lay on one person's feet. That's something a man I admired once said.
I appreciate the sentiment. I pray that once all of this fighting is over, you'll be able to finally find a purpose for yourself, other than simply fighting.
You know, it's strange. I haven't given much thought about what I'm actually going to do with my life once our quest is all over. The only thing I've ever been good at in life is swinging my sword around and hitting things.
Then perhaps it's time for you to begin to contemplate what else you wish to do in life.
Aside from fighting... I guess you've got things like your music and antique collecting to look forward to after all.
Well, I'm sure you have other interests as well. From what I can tell, you seem to be rather interested in weaponry and Renan machinery, yes?
I'm only interested in weapons when it comes to how easy they are to use. And as for technology, I don't know a damn thing about it.
If you have the interest, you can always learn. Being able to understand and create technology that supports and improves lives is always valuable.
I'm not sure I'm cut out for studying. You're right, there's stuff I wouldn't mind knowing more about, but...
That was merely a hypothetical example. My point is that sometimes you can find the answer in the things that you like and already do.
Yeah, I hear you. Hey, I know. If we're talking about things I like, what if I tried opening a spicy food restaurant?
Not bad. Although your customer base may be limited.
I feel bad making you my life coach when I originally just wanted to drink together.
Think nothing of it. It is the least I owe you. My life wouldn't be what it is today had you and your friends not come to Vicent. In fact, I think I may owe you all more than I could ever hope to... Alphen? We'd best get ready for tomorrow. Once we finish eating, we should get going.
We've reached our destination. I guess this is the flip side of that pathway we were walking on just a little while ago.
This is crazy. Who knew such amazing technology existed?
Everything's topsy-turvy and that's all you can think about?
Bear in mind, the core of Renan now sits above us. I pray that we won't encounter many stairs along the way.
Hi, Noodle. If it's in the sky, it's
Not
mine.
Here! Double demon fang!
This is gonna need all of us together.
Take this!
Go for the weak point.
Too much! Regeneration!
Got it. Now's our chance.
Double demon fang!
Chinese supernova.
I'm ready! Kisara! Commander of Heaven!
Phoenix Cyclone.
We are!
Undefeatable!
Unflappable.
Unfazable.
And most of all, we're free!
What are those? They look like Shion's thorns, and with flowers too.
Not real ones, though. They're just like that flower growing out of Rena.
We must be getting close to the Great Spirit now.
Hey, Rinwell, what was that thing you said about how a little bit of Dana's Great Spirit is inside all of us?
Right. That's why Dana's Great Spirit is so much more diluted. Weak, even. Whether it was a choice so it didn't overpower others, or just the way it is anyone's guess.
If that's true, then wouldn't it mean Dana's will could never form under natural conditions?
Yeah, sounds like that's probably the case.
So if Dana exists within all of us, then what if something occurred that brought everyone's hearts and minds together as one? That unity could potentially act as Dana's will.
You mean if everybody was, like, thinking the exact same thing at the exact same time? Come on, there's no way we could pull that off.
I know it's a long shot, but it might work.
Let's assume that's even possible for a second. Would it even be enough to fight back against Rena's Great Spirit?
If nothing else, it might be an option if we can't use the Renis Alma.
Things are different here than on the surface.
That shows how deeply we've ventured into Rena.
And how close we've come to the real enemy.
So here's a question. We came all this way to Rena on the assumption the Renis Alma's here, right?
Just don't say it, Law.
Yeah, but I'm just saying...
I said don't.
I can understand why you might be concerned, Law. But you need to remember that there are people it affects more directly than you.
Oh, sorry.
We've managed to make it this far believing. Losing faith now won't do us any good. We're better off focusing our anxiety elsewhere.
Such as?
The Great Spirit. If Hevracht 35's to be believed, our enemy won't just be handing over the Renis Alma to us. At least, not without a fight.
Not only that, but that same enemy just gulped down more than an entire world's worth of astral energy.
Point taken. It may be strange to say, but when I'm fighting, or at least know what needs to be done, it helps me a lot. I don't doubt myself as much. So thanks, both of you. The floor's on the ceiling and the ceiling's on the floor. This whole thing's making my head spin. Why would they even do something like this?
The Helganquil can bend life forms to suit their will. Nothing they could do at this point would surprise me.
The ceiling is on the floor. That doesn't weird you out?
What good is a team made up of members who all share the same opinions on everything? And besides, when you get to be at my ripe old age, one begins to consider it quite uncouth to show one's true emotions at times.
Oh, come on, Grandpa. You can't be that old.
The sands of time wait for none of us, lad.
Yeah, we'll see. Though at this rate, I guess I'll have to live long enough to get as old as you first, huh?
You will. And when the time comes, I look forward to hearing you change your tune on the matter.
Be careful, everyone. This one isn't normal. I'm ready.
Astral energy!
Say no more.
This ends now!
Consider yourself finished.
We can really make weapons with this?
Not again.
Everlasting
charge. Negative gate.
Came between heaven and
In the
earth.
soil.
Awaken and
A
be
world empty of lightning!
Not again. I'm not done! Burn in hell! Double Team effect! Incineration wave!
It's time to finish this! Die! Consuming wildfire!
Here I come! Heal my weary companion!
Her incantation ruined.
Deny!
A charge like that can easily be fatal.
Just as well, I'm here to stop! Here I come! Down on the ground! Right! Void blast! I've been hit with something!
So even a masochist has its limits.
No, free lady! Tornado drive!
Leave the enemy's arts to me.
Here I come! No complaints here! Demon blast!
Do it!
Tornado drive!
Astral energy!
Say no more! The astral energy was incredible!
I gave it everything I had.
Shine goes as a trap!
Thank you for the healing, Zohalim.
Our comrades need our ability to survive.
No one's dying on our watch.
So you clamor for my troop? Exploit the enemy's weakness. Regenerate! Can you take it? Take this!
It's weakened!
This ends now!
Behold! The Earth's hope! Tectonic vision!
Standing form!
Try harder!
Soaring blast!
Healing circle!
Here I go!
It's in your hands now.
Stay away from my friend! Escape!
Here! Right there with the others!
Here!
All disasters may
Blade!
come forth as you...
Coming through! Ha! Now! Scarlet Inferno!
This has a most peculiar taste.
This ends now!
Consider yourself finished!
I must keep striving.
You can ease off yourself.
Pot calls the kettle black.
Good advice for all of us, to be honest. Hi, Hoodle!
No escape! Megasonic blast! Here I go!
Hold on to your arms.
Here I come!
Here I come!
I'm not done!
It's a duel the arts!
Burn in hell! Got fired! I'm ready! In an instant! Impact block! We work well together! In an instant! Impact block!
Am I on a roll or what?
Well, look who's in a bright and shiny mood.
We got some good equipment!
I can't say its appearance is to my tastes, personally.
Commander of Heaven! Phoenix I should ensure you survive this!
Really strong outfit!
Just trying to do the best.
Sounds like a job for you. As impressive as always.
And here I hoped I was improved.
The heavens must be smiling. Let's see what you got.
This one's all mine!
No one shall break this night.
Try harder! You're mine! Burn! Double team One keeps charging us!
That's what my shield is for. Now, get behind it!
In an instant! Impact block!
Don't get careless.
This will be a delicious piece of cake. Not in your dreams. They may look cute and stuff, but they're big.
Feel my mind break! What did they just still? Sion, can you take care of them?
No sooner said than done.
Come and face me! The flame inside is yours! Getting wild free!
Razor Cyclone!
Burn!
Arch Shield!
Elusive deity! No escape! Getting wild fire! Vacuum blade!
Such unadulterated beauty.
That's my cue.
Shut him down! Megasonic thrust! You're mine! You'll pay for that! Double demon fang! This one's all mine! Thunder! Be still! You're mine! Front! Point black! Rising falcon! I have no limits! Elusive deity! Take this! This is looking good!
Winds of heaven! Burn forth! Here!
Rising falcon!
Let's get you off of here!
Castle! Take this! Light! Rising! Coming through! Ha! Now! Scarlet Inferno! Suddenly! In an instant! Impact block! We work well together!
Fine. All yours, Kisara.
Hey! Anyone else think this might be a touch too dangerous?
Ridwell's right. We should fall back to regroup and try again later. The design of this equipment is really interesting.
You must really like it, Alphen.
We seem to have come across something a little unusual.
I had a bad feeling about this.
Here I come! Vacuum blade! Dragon Sword! I'm ready! Kisara! Commander of Heaven!
Phoenix Cyclone!
My turn! Rending you apart! Rising Falcon! Awakening Reach!
The enemy moves on through.
You'll soon see. Maybe my arts do have a place in this world.
Hey, I'm pretty lucky.
Let's see what you've got.
I never miss. Eat dirt.
You're mine! Megasonic thrust!
Rhapsody of Darkness!
Hear my
Be
call.
still! No escape!
I shall ensure you survive this.
Got flyers!
I've got it. Let 'em keep calling and take them down.
Victory is within reach.
Dig deep, and we can do this. That's my cue.
Shut him down.
Now, fire. This one's got your name on it. Reinforcements? There's still more to go. Now.
As impressive as always. No, I mean, you're even better than ever.
I've never seen Sion actually look flustered. A change between heaven and now.
My turn.
No more playing nice. Divine rain. That'll bring you down. Magic advance. Air thrust. Sweet dreams.
Down on the ground.
Your astral arts are truly impressive.
Every little bit helps, right?
Indeed it does. I'll keep pushing to be better as well.
Commander of Heaven.
Phoenix Cyclone.
A comfortable win.
That was a little close for comfort.
I won't forget you. That'll bring you down.
Here I come. I'm not done.
Let's get you off.
Dragon Swarm.
The airborne party.
I'm not done. There.
Freeze laser.
Got fire.
I've got this. Let a marksman handle it.
Flame it all yours.
This ends now.
Consider yourself finished.
There you go, Elvinger.
It's time to end this battle.
Hell your way. Best not to give me any ideas.
Great. Spear! Rising They might reflect and blade! Wide open! It won't escape me! Double demon fang! I'm ready!
This ends now!
Consider yourself finished!
I wonder if we can make new weapons with this.
Remember to tell me if you need healing.
I expect you'll be in high demand, thanks.
Courteous, aren't you?
Where are you going? I'm ready! Come forward! Holy glimmer! By the power of God!
Rising Falcon!
Now, Long! Get toasty!
Burn strike! My turn! You're mine!
Why can't they just sit still?
Lucia, can you take care of them?
No sooner said than done! Leave the enemy's arcs to me!
No complaint here.
Here I come! I'm not done! Double demon fang! Thunder fang!
Here!
Take this!
We don't have power here on Dana. I can show you mine if you like. That would be really awesome, to be honest.
I'm ready! Eagle Ray!
Well, looky here.
limits!
Keep charging us!
That's what my shield for. Get behind me!
Got it! Leave it to you! Double demon back! Be still! You're mine! Mind it! Here!
Do it!
Totally! In an instant! Impact block!
A fascinating art there.
Care to give it a try?
No. A little unrefined for my taste.
That's how you
Radiant light!
illuminate
Regeneration! Here I come!
I've taken too much damage! A change between heaven and earth.
Incineration ray!
It's
Wide open!
It won't escape me.
You're finished!
Thunder field!
Here! Dragon Sword! I'm ready! Look sharp! Lightning Tiger Blade! In an instant! Impact block!
I've been doing really great lately.
I need something to eat.
The Zoogles here are putting up a real fight.
That just... This goes to show how important this place is.
Or perhaps they simply thrived freely here under such harsh conditions.
I don't give a damn why they're here. We'll burn it all to the ground.
The astral energy here is so dense. It's like trying to walk through water.
I know the Great Spirit's will is in the center of Rena, but with the world in this state, the entire planet has become its body, right? So doesn't that mean we're already inside it?
I would say that is horrifyingly correct. After all, the further we climb, the denser the astral energy becomes.
What's the matter, Rinwell? Are you not feeling all right?
No, it's nothing like that. It just feels like the energy here is a little more intense than it was before.
You mean Rena's energy?
Yeah, it's like when I made contact with Dana's will in the wedge. It's almost as though I can understand what Rena's will is thinking.
But Rena's will is supposed to be a lot stronger. Aren't we risking the Great Spirit controlling us if we interact with it directly?
I don't think we have to worry about that. Rena's will is only supposed to control true Renans, like the Helganquil. If we can discern what the Great Spirit is thinking too, we might learn something, a weakness. But just to be safe, let me contact it alone.
Are you insane? Rinwell, you're gonna...
Linwell!
There was only meant to be one world. And your goal is to make them one. Is this fear? What just happened?
Are you all right? Rinwell? Rinwell, are you okay?
No, I'm fine. I think.
What were you thinking? You could have gotten yourself killed!
He's right. You had us all terrified, Rinwell.
I'm sorry. I really am. But I know now. I know how the Great Spirit thinks. I know what it wants, how it feels. Rena's Great Spirit wants to complete the world.
What's that supposed to mean? Are you saying it's trying to make something?
Yes, exactly. Originally, Dana and Rena were meant to be one world. But that never happened. They've stayed separated, and the Great Spirit wants to finish the process.
What do you mean, one world? How is that even possible?
I don't know, but its will is clear. That's what the Great Spirit is trying to accomplish. The only problem is that since Rena's energy isn't evenly spread like Dana's, it seems like it'll vanish before that happens naturally.
So it's trying to absorb Dana while it still can, so that it can force the two planets to unite. Is that what you're saying?
The Great Spirit is scared. But it's not scared the way a rational person would be. It's more raw and undiluted, like just pure fear.
Like an animal, acting out of instinct. Although admittedly, an animal would be easier to communicate with. At the very least, I have my doubts that it recognizes us as sentient beings with a reason for coming here. Earth, water, fire, and wind energy exist in both worlds, but only darkness and light can be found within Rena and Dana, respectively. The Renis Alma, as far as we know, the only host capable of harvesting the astral energy, is composed of all six. Knowing all that, Rinwell's findings do sound plausible.
That sounds a lot like Shion's thorns, doesn't it? The whole reason the Great Spirit is trying to unite Dana and Rena into one world is in order to save itself. And if her thorns are part of the Great Spirit, then they must also be trying to save themselves?
Alphen, what is it?
We thought the only way to free your thorns was for you to die. Yet despite that, they seem to be doing everything in their power to stop that from happening to you. Something wasn't adding up. But then I just realized something. If the Great Spirit doesn't want to die, then neither would your thorns. Those same emotions, that fear, that determination, and its energy must have been the same thing that was keeping you alive. You were its vessel.
In that case, is that why her thorns caused so much pain to anyone who touched her? Because they were trying to protect themselves?
If that's all true, then... well, it's more than a little ironic.
The Great Spirit merely expresses its desires. I imagine it was the Helganquil who were likely tasked with putting together and implementing an actual plan.
Shion.
I'm okay. We need to hurry and clean this mess up before it gets out of hand.
Still, even if the current state of the world is wrong like you said, does that really make everything okay?
If the world had been whole from the start, as it should have been, there'd be no Dana and no Rena, no masters or slaves, no lords, no crown contest, maybe just peace.
To think, all this started because of the Great Spirit's desire to keep living. The only reason it craves energy is because it's dying from starvation. When you think about it like that, maybe the things it's done aren't so strange after all.
If Rena had been more like Dana, things would have worked out a whole lot better.
It's like Hevrecht 35 told us. The Danan and Renan spirits are meant to be completely different beings.
Rena's energy amassing in one place led to its developing a powerful will. But that also made it crave energy, sapping Rena dry until it perished.
Whereas Dana's energy is dispersed, meaning its will never developed to the same extent. And without that hunger, Dana the planet was spared.
As for which is correct, well, I'm not sure it's our place to even say. Still, I can't help but think it reminds me a lot of the dichotomy of the human condition.
Dichotomy? What do you mean?
Those who know not satisfaction are driven to keep devouring without limit. But those who are content with their lot in life rarely fulfill their potential. I imagine it's likely that the larger Rena's Great Spirit grew, the more and more powerful its hunger also became.
Everything in moderation. When all's said and done, maybe that's the hardest thing for people to learn.
Do it!
We did it! Coming through! Ha! Now! Scarlet Inferno!
Will this
Not yet! Ha! I'm not done! Thunderfang! Take this! Okay, here I go! Now! Here I come! I'm not done!
Well then, let's keep moving.
Thanks for the healing. Watch yourself, okay? Yeah, I'll shoot them out of the sky. Go for the weak point.
Burn in hell! Wide open!
Won't escape me.
Incineration wave! Now I can let loose. Take this! I'm nearly done for. You're mine! I'm not done! Feel my wrath! Double demon I'm ready! Chill!
This ends now!
Consider yourself finished! That's some power you wield.
You're the one who did the heavy lifting.
Wherever we go on this planet, there are machines littered everywhere.
It's impressive to look at as a bystander, but I sure wouldn't want to live here with all this around.
I know what you mean. There are no fish here. I couldn't cook any of my delicious dinners for you all if we lived here.
Clearly the worst point against it.
Get lost!
Rising Falcon! Not yet!
Don't get carried away.
Down on the ground!
Soaring blast. Eagle ray.
Wait now.
Power surges through me.
Why'd you do it?
To stop you dying?
Massive attack. I see it.
This one keeps charging us!
That's what my shield's for. Get behind me.
Got it! I'll leave it to you!
Now! This ends now!
Consider yourself finished! That's some power you wield.
You're the one who did the heavy lifting.
Discourteous, aren't you?
You picked the wrong fight! Take this! Double demon fan!
Raging storm!
Incineration wave!
Nothing gets by me! Go for the weak point!
Rising Falcon!
It's weakened!
Take this! This ends now! Thunderfang! Double demon fang!
And thrust! By the power of water!
Incineration wave! Totally! In an instant! Impact block! We work well together. Like it's finally time. Get it! Thunderfang! It's too much! Not a chance! Now, while it's reeling!
Take it down!
Mirage! Thunder! It's on!
Everyone, get back! Thanks, Kisara! Burning strike!
Rising Falcon!
I'll bring you back from this to this!
Elusive voice flash! I'll face you!
Let me show you what my heart can do! Do it! This ends now!
Consider yourself finished!
The heavens must be smiling.
Right, here goes!
Hear my call!
Time to let it rip!
Is that a healing art? It is. Ignore this pain. I'll try to be more careful.
I'll burn it all! Flaming pillar! Fire! Hold nothing back! You're mine!
They're not playing around!
Flame inside is yours to be lost! I'll burn it all! Flaming pillar! Fire!
Resonate with the earth!
Megasonic thrust! You apart! Thunder!
Bloody
Try harder! Your move! My turn! Now!
Another incantation ruined.
I'm ready! Fall! Look sharp!
Lightning Tiger Blade!
Heal my weary companion! Double Q attack! Lightning thrust! Escape! Stardust! You're on! I'm ready! Kisara! Commander of Heaven!
Phoenix Cyclone!
That took more energy than I expected.
I'll take you all on!
Here's a healing arc!
Here! Take this! Thunderfang! Damn! Double Demon Fang!
Victory is within reach.
Dig deep, and we will do this! Now! This ends now!
Consider yourself finished!
I've been doing really great lately.
This will be a delicious piece of cake!
Try hard, my turn!
I'm going to need to use all the power... My healing arc
They
to accomplish this.
Penumbra!
Resurrection!
Eagle Ray!
Here!
Behold! The earth spoke! Tectonic fission!
Will this help?
I'll face you!
No more playing nice!
Charge like that can easily be faced.
Thanks for the healing.
Why here to stay?
Yeah, you too.
Burn in hell!
Raging Star!
Thunder! Vacuum blade!
Celestial Hammer!
Lightning thrust! Escape!
Don't get in my way!
Couldn't make it in time. This death shall not be forgotten.
I'll bring you back to life!
I'm ready! Don't leave! Blow them away!
Remember to tell me if you need healing.
I expect you'll be in high demand if that's the case.
So those thorns of Shion's, they're really a part of Rena's great spirit?
Most likely. but only a small fragment of it in the big picture. I don't sense a will of its own emanating from them.
If it's that insignificant, is there that much point getting rid of it?
We're still standing. Barely.
Hey, new equipment!
No enemy can stand against us!
If only every battle went so well.
I found some equipment.
Let me take a look at it. planning to fight it alone?
No way! I need your help.
The sword wheel thing Sugo?
And not just one, but four!
It thinks 2 extra hands is enough to beat me. It's sorely mistaken!
Let's just focus on what's important.
Soaring right spear! Rising!
It looks like you guys are if we can
Escape!
get on in there with
This
them.
ends now! Lightning thrust! Through escape!
Lunar blast!
You got it, Goku. And tonight's meal is on you. Good job.
Run!
Got it! Do it! Now let's hit! This one's got your name on it!
You're mine! Dragon Force! Lightning thrust! Hero escape! Masterful dash! Leaving you on top!
The waters of They're not playing around!
Double demon! This one's all mine! Try harder! My turn! You're mine! You may be strong, but I'll never back down! This one keeps charging us!
That's what my shield's for. Get behind it.
Got it! I'll leave it to you! Take this!
I'm almost impressed. I said almost. Don't get carried
Eat
away.
this!
Still got some fight left in me.
Incineration wave!
Now!
Look sharp! Lightning tiger blade!
He got rid of the sword!
Looks like I won after all!
Except it doesn't look like that thing's finished yet.
Here I
Not
go!
by a long shot.
I owe you one! Rising Falcon! I'm not done! You're mine! Dragon Force!
City of Darkness!
Can't move!
Don't give up!
From beyond, imbue this vanquished soul with peace!
Win!
Imbue this vanquished soul with love resuscitation! After being interrupted, I don't know why.
I really don't.
Rising Falcon! Try hard not!
Boost of regeneration!
Double demon fang!
My weary companion!
Wide open!
Won't escape me!
Now!
Demon fang! Kisara! Commander of Heaven!
Phoenix Cyclops!
You're mine! Double demon fang!
A wailing
Incineration wave! Chill!
This ends now!
Consider yourself finished!
Am I on a roll or what?
Well, look who's in a bright and shiny mood.
Looks like some solid equipment.
motivation.
The flashing part's their weak point.
Vanquish soul.
Ignite!
By the power of
Double
water.
demon fang!
By the power of
Megasonic
water
thrust!
and vibration.
Coming through! Ha! Now! Scarlet Inferno!
Stay calm. I shall provide assistance.
My turn!
Got it. Now go dance.
Double demon fang! Thunder!
I'll stop its tongue. Thanks, Kitara.
Double demon fang!
Corruption.
Generation wave!
This one's got your name on it.
Act to act. A merry destruction.
There's still more to go.
Be still! Throw it again! Devastation! Double demon fang! Incineration wave!
Healing circle.
Oddly being interrupted. Thanks, Gianna.
Coming through! Ha! Now! Scarlet Inferno!
Shine. Radiant light.
Take this!
Regenerate.
The enemy is going all out.
In an instant! Impact block! We work well together.
Like a finely timed waltz.
Dragon Swarm!
Prepare to free from her.
You're off! Megasonic thrust! Thunderfang!
Soaring blast.
I'm not done!
Shine.
Double demon fang! Be still! I'm not done! Devastation!
Sorry.
I couldn't make it in time.
I'm ready! Blow them away!
Hey, anyone else think this might be a touch too dangerous?
Ridwell's right. We should fall back to regroup and try again later.
And thus our strength yet grows.
No choice!
Where are you going? Let the Marvel handle this.
Double demon fang!
Hold on to your arm. Here I go. Here I come.
Eat this!
Now.
Airborne scoundrel.
This one's got your name on it.
Act to act. A merry destruction.
There's still more to go.
Double me! In an instant! Impact block! My turn! No escape! Try harder! My turn! Crush! Pierce! Be still! Try harder! Damn it! Take this!
Everyone, get back. It's too dangerous.
No escape! This is looking good! Take this! Can't move!
Forgive me. I think I'm coming down to something great.
A chronic inability to read the room?
A malady your art can't face.
Double demon fang! Incineration wave!
Begin.
You're mine! I'm not down from the wing!
It's about to strike.
Look sharp, everyone! I'm not done! Megasonic thrust! Lightning thrust! I'm not done!
Be careful
careful not to overdo it.
Leave the enemy arts to me.
No complaints here!
Mega
Now!
Kisara! Commander of Heaven!
Phoenix Cyclone!
Between heaven and earth.
Nothing gets by me!
A wailing beauty of lightning.
By the power of water!
Dragon Form! Coming through! Ha! Now! Scarlet Inferno! Look sharp! Lightning Tiger Blade!
That was a little close for comfort.
Got fire!
I've got it. I'm marksman handler.
All yours! Dragon Form!
You are in tip-top shape.
As soon as I'm done here, come help out.
How could a girl ever say no?
As impressive as always.
Here I hope that was
No, I mean, you're even better than ever.
I've never seen Xion actually with sculpture.
Okay, here I go. Thanks, Shia.
Be careful not to overdo it.
I'm sorry.
Freeze laser!
rage.
That's what my shield's for! Get behind me!
I'll leave it to you.
Oh, sparkling stars of light! Rain down and
Rising Falcon!
burning
Battle!
glacial
Take
spear!
this!
Pierce eagle!
Such unadulterated fury.
I'm ready!
This one's got your name on it!
A merry
There's still more to go!
Double Demon Fang!
Show you what my arts can do!
Battle! Take this! I'm not done! Light! Rising Falcon! Dragon Swarm!
This ends now!
Consider yourself finished!
The heavens must be smiling.